A passage sometimes cited to suggest that God condoned polygamy is in Deuteronomy 21. The law states that if a man has two wives, one loved and one hated, and the firstborn son belongs to the less favored wife, the father may not deny that son his rightful inheritance. Under ancient inheritance law, the firstborn received a double portion, regardless of the father's personal feelings. But regulating inheritance does not equal endorsing polygamy. Laws exist to limit harm within broken or imperfect situations. Dennis Prager, in his book on Deuteronomy, notes that the Torah's use of the harsh word hated is intentional. Polygamy is portrayed negatively, not idealized. Jacob's marriages to Rachel and Leah is an illustration of this. Quote, the Torah teaches right and wrong not only through law, but through its stories. 3,000 years ago, polygamy was the norm in all societies. There's every reason to believe that an outright ban would have been ignored. And it was a principle of Talmudic jurisprudence that one does not legislate a prohibition that will be widely violated. End quote. Dennis says that turning one's country into a nation of lawbreakers is bad for society, as the U.S. learned when it passed an amendment banning the sale of alcohol. Prohibition led to widespread noncompliance, accompanied by a significant increase in crime. There is another interpretation to consider. What if this passage isn't referring to polygamy at all? According to this commentary, the correct translation indicates these were not simultaneous wives. After the first wife had died, the second wife, the living, favored stepmother, could pressure her husband to make her son the heir. If this explanation is correct, the passage has nothing to do with polygamy. Either way, the conclusion is the same. These verses do not command, recommend, or introduce eternal plural marriage. Only D&C 132 makes that claim.